Hello. All right, so for today's video, I'm going to show you how to do an elixir. So first thing, what you want to do is, gather your stones and supplies for whatever it is your intentions are for creating the elixir. And I've gathered crystals here for healing, overcoming any type of cancer or illness. These are great stones to work with. I have rainbow tourmaline, jasper, smoky quartz, malachite, rainbow fluorite, pedalite is especially good for cancer, rose quartz, citrine, kyanite, and quartz that says healing. And what you want to do is cleanse, clear, and charge these crystals and have them ready to go with the intention that you are creating the elixir for. So ours is going to be for healing. And then you want to have your elixir bottle ready. This one I like because you can fill it up with all different types of crystals. And the bottom, it doesn't have to be just one type of mineral. And then you want to create sacred space. So make sure that you cleanse your area, prepare it for doing, this is a ritual in a sense because you are setting an intention. So you want to make sure that you're in a protected area, calling in your guides. You can ask for higher protection, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, with any of the guides or ascended masters that you work with, along with your crystal guides. And set your intention that you are creating an elixir for. Ours is going to be for healing. You can also write down your intentions for what you are working with the crystals for, what you wish to come about. I've written down, I welcome healing and restorative balance into my body and energetic system. These are just examples. I am healed of any and all ailments that can cause my body to be out of balance. I am restored to complete health. I am receiving healing energies and tools to overcome this challenge. Come up with your own. I did some simple ones as well. I am loved. I am worthy. I am receiving healing. I am healed. I am forgiven. I forgive others. I let go and receive. I am balanced in all my energies and chakras. And what you can do is fold this up and put it inside of your elixir bottle with your gemstones, and you just kind of put them all in here as good as you can, packing them in. I'm not going to take these out of the package. Of course you would, but this is for somebody, so we're just going to tuck it in. Alright, so now we have the crystals in here. You're going to fill this up with water, and there's two ways that you can make elixirs. So if you want to set an intention, if your intention for your elixir is something that's going to heal the physical body, we want to charge the water, set this jar in the sun. The sun has a yang energy, which is the masculine, and it focuses outward. It focuses on the physical body. It involves anything that requires action, motivation, clarity, strength, vitality, healing the physical body, etc. So this, for what we are working with, we are going to be charging this in the sun. And you can set it in the sun for, I want to say, at the peak of the day. I mean, noon would be optimal because that is officially when the sun is at the peak. And you want to keep it in the sun, I'm going to say, for 3 hours because we always work with threes. Now, if you are wanting to receive, if you're working with the moon energy, so those who make elixirs under the moon, this is a yin energy, and it's more of the inward focus. It's for spiritual growth. Like if you want to enhance your dreams, lucid dreams, intuition, enhancing your intuition, working on the emotional body. It's also really, really good for feminine healing, purifying and cleansing the emotional body. This is a great stone for releasing and letting go of things as well. So that's why you would work with the moon making your elixirs. So you're going to fill this up with water, choose the energies that you're wanting to work with, and set it either in the full moon light or in the peak of the sun, around noon. Also, you can get a little creative with it. You can use whatever color marker or pen when you're writing your statement, whatever you're you're asking for, your intention. So if you're wanting to receive love, and have more love in your life, and you're working on your heart chakra, of course you would use rose quartz, malachites, rhodonites, pink kunzite, pink calcite, all the stones that are really good for love and healing the heart, green aventurine, things like that. And you would put affirmations on: I am lovable, I am worthy, I am attracting my soulmate, whatever it is that you're working on. And you would want to use like a pink pen to write your affirmations down. And of course that one would be a something that you'd want to bring into you. So you'd want to receive you know, love, in my opinion. But that's more of a, it depends. If you're wanting physical love, right, and it's something in the physical world you want to bring in, then definitely work with the masculine aspect. But if this is where you are needing some healing, you're recovering from, you know, a lost love or a broken heart, then those you're going to want to put in the full moon, right? So use your intuition as well on what crystals you're guided to. You can also Google, look some up for stones that would help for your particular situations. But yes, that is how you make an elixir. You can also, this is what we call a mother elixir, when you set the first one out on the moon or the sun and you have your water in here, right? So now what you want to do after you make the elixir, you got it sit out in the sun, or you've had it sit out in the moon. Now you can take, I want to say it's a few drops of really high proof, I want to say 90 and above, of like vodka, and you put it in here, and that's what keeps the water from getting stale, but it enhances and prolongs the water. And so what you could do is, instead of you drinking just this water, although you can, because you can make this, you know, many times, you can make this your mother water. And you take a little bit of, you take a few droplets of this water and you put it in your cup. So you can drink it with anything, essentially. I mean, I definitely advise you just adding it to water, because water, especially if you can get one that's from a well versus, you know, city water. So any kind of purified water that you can get a hold of, you want to take a few drops of your mother elixir and add that to your water, your drinking cup. So like I could, if this is my elixir, I could put a little bit of this into my cup and have the benefits of having of drinking the whole thing. So that way you space it out. You don't use it all at once. Over coming weeks, you will be seeing the effects of this. And what happens is, even though the crystals aren't touching the water, there's still an energy transference that takes place. And crystals, they vibrate, everything's energy. So the energy will move and transfer into the water. Resin does the same thing. You know, that the crystals, they vibrate, they hold a frequency that's very, you know, they're geometrically formed. They're very, the pattern that's in their matrix is very, it's patternized, you know, it's very stable, it's structural. That's why they are such great benefits in healing, because they take discordant energies and they bring them back into stability, into wholeness, by creating more structure, more, you know, I can't think of the word for it other than just stabilization, you know what I mean? Like if everything's supposed to run on a line and, you know, our energies are all the crystals, they have that perfect geometric shape, and they help us restore balance within our body, heart, soul, emotional body, etc. So one more thing is, you can also, since you have the mother elixir, you can use this in your bath water as well. You can create an aura mister, you know, pour it into a little spray bottle and spray your aura with it, depending on what the elixir has been made for. But yeah, if you want to make a lotion out of it, you can do that too. But yeah, those are just some excellent ideas. And I remembered what word I'm looking for. They are very structural in their matrix. So crystals have a repeating pattern, and it just keeps repeating and on top of itself. So it's kind of like pixelated if you were to look at it. You know, it's just one repeating over and over and over again, and it creates that stability and harmony within our own bodies, because they themselves are very, you know, they're perfect geometric little shapes, and everything in the universe is actually made of geometric shapes: earth, air, fire, water, and ether. If you look them up, they're platonic solids. So crystals are just, you know, combinations of the different platonic solids, and they hold that that structure and stability within their core matrix. So they're definite great allies to work with. So, and this is not a substitute for, you know, seeing your medical professional doctor. So, but I definitely highly recommend you using these holistic methods. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. Y'all take care. If you have any questions, just let me know.